Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel and to another video. Today's video, as of course you guys have guessed from the title, we're doing the May monthly reset. It is May, we're in the 5th month, I actually can't believe it. April was a goodie though, so I'm excited to get into it. If you guys are new here, my name is Sasha. I'm a 30-year-old Australian living in Vancouver, and I like to document my life through vlogs and financial content and yeah, some travel as well, I guess, which is vlogs. But anyway, vlogging channel lifestyle, if that's your kind of thing, feel free to hit subscribe before you click away from this video. And I'm also over on Instagram and TikTok as well. Alrighty, after this shameless plug, I do apologize about the lighting. It's cloudy, it's sunny, it's cloudy, it's sunny. So we're just gonna try and work with what is going on. And let's go into my April reflections. Alrighty, as per usual, I'm gonna pop up my reflections next to me and let's get straight into it. So what are you most proud of? I got a promotion at work, woohoo, only after 4 months. I'm also proud of completing my yoga practice every day without any exceptions, or no exceptions. Yeah, I've only started working at the clinic that I'm at in, late November. And yeah, the first month was training as well. So within that time, I've already received a promotion. I've been promoted to office manager, and it is so lovely to have appreciation from my boss and my coworkers and to get rewarded for hard work. Like, as sad as it is, a lot of people don't get that at their workplaces, and I haven't had a great time with work in Canada overall. So I'm really happy at the role that I'm at and leveling up my my career, I guess, in this regard. So that's been super lovely to get recognition for that. And yeah, my daily yoga, I did it in, I believe it was January, potentially February and March. I don't think I did it every single day, but every single day of April, even when I was hungover, I did my yoga. So I'm very proud of myself for that. So what challenged you this month? The promotion brought new challenges of coping with people management again. I've also had important ties in Australia feel unsteady, and navigating that is difficult. So for the first part of that, basically being an office manager, obviously I'm dealing a lot more with people and people management, which I have a lot of experience with. But I think it is difficult to go from not having that to then having that title, and maybe being a bit more in charge than I was before of people, and sort of navigating that and the difficulties that that could bring up. And I've been implementing new systems and, having changes to the office. A lot of people, it can ruffle a few feathers. So doing that with compassion and patience as well. And the second half is, yeah, super personal, but basically just trying to navigate my ties back in Australia with friendships. And it's very hard when you're on the other side of the world to really know what's going on with someone. And I just feel a little unsettled and just want to make sure that everything is okay, because my life in Australia is just as much, if not more important than my life here. And I put my friendships in like the top tier of what's important to me and like my values, and in my like pyramid of things that are important. I just treat my friends like family, and I put so much work into keeping these ties and this connection, especially because I've been here 4.5 years, nearly 5 years, that it's really important to me to make sure that everyone's okay, that everyone knows that I love them and I'm here for them, and I just don't want anyone to ever think that I don't. So anyway, that is that. Let's go on to the next one. What are 3 things that you're grateful for? Number 1, I said a busy social calendar. I really wanted to make sure that I was busy this month, and I had a lot of dinners out. I made a lot of effort to catch up with people, like new connections that I've made here. I even went on a couple of dates. I wanted to go out a lot more and just be around people and experience new things, because it's so easy to get stuck into that routine of the 9 to 5 and relaxing and having a chill weekend and just, I guess, what's the word? With my ex, he was quite introverted, so we really didn't go out into like, bars or that kind of like setting, or go out dancing or anything like that, or try as many new restaurants. So I'm really wanting to just accelerate my social battery. I'm a very extroverted person, so it's been really lovely tapping back into that, and yeah, just like finding that part of myself that I may have lost along the way. So yeah. Number 2, Vancouver's natural beauty. I went on a few hikes. I went to Pacific Spirit with Rachel. I showed her that. Just really embracing the spring. Like, the cherry blossom is so beautiful here in Vancouver. every house is like daffodils and tulips, and the gardens here are just so fantastic and so unlike anything back in Australia. It's quite hard to plant certain plants in Australia because of the heat and the conditions and every climate. I don't know, the climate here is like amazing for gardens. So if you're an avid gardener, then come to Vancouver. And I just went on a hike 2 days ago with my friend Orla, and that was just beautiful, like snow-capped mountains, just very Vancouver. And it just reminded me, you know, another reason why I love living here, I guess. So that was lovely. And the third one, friends to help problem solve with me. I'm a Libra. We balance with our head and our heart. I'm always so indecisive, and I know I have to trust myself more, but like, how good is it to just call up a friend and be like, this is a situation, what do I do? And present all different scenarios with that friend and get them to help you work through it. Like, I love that. I had that with my co-workers, presenting things to them, getting their point of view, having point of views from Aussies to Canadians to the Irish. Like, everyone has their own amazing opinions and ideas, and I love what it can stir up, and just ideas I never would have thought of. I'm like, oh my God, that's right. I wouldn't have looked at it in that way. And getting, you know, different genders, you know, perspective on things. Like, how good are friends? Anyway, so that's that. On to the next. Something you learned this month. If you want something done, do it yourself is sadly more often the way to go. When asking for support or having expectations, be realistic. Always trust your gut that you know the answer. So this is not, I mean, it sounds kind of cryptic, but I guess what I mean by this is, yes, I've been asking for my friend's advice for so many different things, whether it be about acting career or like clinic stuff or friend things or, you know, going on dates. At the end of the day, when something doesn't go right, or I have this expectation of like, no, you should have reminded me and this was on you. No, at the end of it's, as much as you want people to level up and meet your expectations, they usually don't. Especially, I had issues in like the acting space, the acting part of my life, and yes, a lot of it was on one of the people in my like professional relationship there, but I maybe could have avoided it if I was really on top of everything and just, it's so hard to describe without getting into it and probably not putting that on the internet, but I just think you kind of already know the answer. You just need someone to validate your point, and sometimes no one's going to be there to validate it for you. So if you have a gut feeling about someone, you're like, I don't think this is right, this doesn't sit well with me, I think we should end this relationship, or I think we should look at rescheduling you so you don't have that issue, or whatever it may be in your life. I think you already know the answer, so just trust your gut, because you have that feeling for a reason, and the intuition, it's just, she never lies, you know. So and word of the month, I had success for April because I was kind of gunning for the promotion in March, and yay, I got the promotion. So tick, success. Other parts of my life, was I successful? I guess so. Like, I feel a bit more in control. I'm definitely not as sad. I'm definitely working through all of the trauma from the breakup and all of that, and getting into parts of my other life, like other parts of my life, I think have been somewhat successful. Maybe not in the acting space, but like, yeah, we're getting there. And word for May, I wrote family, because lo and behold, my parents are coming in 2 days and I'm very excited. So May is going to be all about family. And that is, I don't know, I feel like the reflections went on for ages, but let's get on to my April goals. Let's see how we went. I think I did okay, but yeah, we'll have a look. So I'm going to put my April goals up next to me, and we're going to just get straight into it. So personal. I tried 2 new restaurants. I tried a lot more. I went to Goo, and I went to Suda and Ophelia. I went to a few and I loved it. Organized my jewelry / paperwork. Tick, I did that. Book a meeting with my agent. I did that. Reply to messages more quickly. I did that. Health and wellness, daily yoga, yes. Try a new workout class. I was going to this week, but I wanted to get like a package at Legree West, which is a Pilates studio near me. So I think I'll do that after my parents go home, because there's no point doing that when they're here. Go on a hike, yes, tick. Financial, do my taxes. Yes, your gal did it. Get coins from the bank for laundry. I did that. Stick to under 3,500 for spending. I didn't do that. Social media, I hit my goal on YouTube, but I didn't do 3,500 on TikTok. I didn't post once a week on Insta. I did like 3 out of the 4 weeks. And I didn't post any reels. And a vlog a week on TikTok, I didn't do either. But yes, that wasn't great. Oh, hello, Bubba. Did a card next to me? Okay, just for something different, I'm gonna put up my May goals on this side for once. So I'm just gonna run through them. So personal, take many photos of / with mum and dad. Be the best tour guide possible. Go on a trip to Seattle, Banff and Jasper and finish 2 books. For financial, I wrote, have a spending month with no guilt. Money comes and goes, don't let any opportunity pass me by with budgeting. I'll talk about that in a sec. Health and wellness, keep up yoga as often as I can. Recover and reset during my break and go on a hike in Alberta. For social media, I wrote 2,300 on YouTube, 3,500 on TikTok, and keep up content on each medium and vlog my travel on TikTok, that should say on. So yeah, with financial, I think I just put that because I don't really think having a monetary budget would be good for this month, especially because I'm doing so much travel with my parents and it's such a random month. Like I'm taking time off work and it's gonna be all over the shop. So it's not gonna be my average, I don't know, my average month. Like I'm having over 2 weeks off work and I just don't think it's realistic to have sort of set budget goals as I normally would. So that's why I put that for there. But let me know about any goals that you guys have, or if you have any, I guess we probably won't have much of the same, but let me know what your goals are for May. And let's get into the budget part of the video. So yeah, I did okay in some parts, like individually, but overall it was a high spend month. So let's get into it. It was a high spend month. Your gal spent $4,747, which is a lot, but I did have a couple of big purchases, which is kind of for May, but I purchased them in April, if that makes sense. Anyway, you'll see as we go. So let's have a look. So paycheck 1, I don't know why I planned 1,800 and received that. I don't really know what my pay is right now because I've just been between like the promotion and the pay rise and everything. So my 2 paychecks, which is there, and then I didn't know that I'd get a random government, you know, deposit. So the goods and services tax repayment is quarterly here from the CRA. I believe everyone's entitled to it. Or maybe because I don't make much money, they give it to me. I don't know. Please let me know if everyone gets it from the CRA. But I didn't know that was coming. So a nice little cheeky $134 from the government. I won't say no. And Google AdSense, my AdSense from YouTube came in, which was $161.95. So altogether for the month, I got $3,894, which was lovely. I spent all of it. Please know that I do have savings. So yes, I made this money this month, but I do have savings there. So I'm always probably gonna be spending way more than I'm making, but it's not like I'm minusing. Like I don't live paycheck to paycheck because I'm a budget queen and I make sure that I'm okay for, you know, in case of emergencies, like we've seen over the past few months with my nightmare of a breakup and stuff with Flo, etc. So it's good to have emergency savings, everyone. Let's scroll down. Rent was $9.50, $9.40 is rent, the $10 is for laundry. Streaming was the same, that's for Crave. My phone was the same. I'm now subscribed to a podcast, so that was $5 that came out of my account. And I subscribed to a acting subscription where I get seen by casting directors and stuff, so that was $103, and that's for the year. So that'll be until, yeah, March next year. My Compass card, monthly pass, it's always the same. I spent $6, which is better than March on, I think that was an Evo actually, or maybe an Uber. Going down, I was pretty on par with my groceries. So I didn't buy any alcohol this month, which is great. I still drank alcohol, but I didn't buy it. I feel like that was a thing that I told Rachel. I was like, I won't drink alcohol unless it's bought for me. And boy, did some people pay for me to drink at bars this month. Anyway, that's a fun story, probably not for this video. Safeway, Apple Farm Market, Safeway, Apple Farm Market, this and that and this and that. I was pretty conscious of what I was buying this month. I didn't buy a lot of meat. Meat is the expensive part, but again, every shop is expensive. Inflation is real, inflation is happening, recession's happening, it's all happening. But I spent $377 on groceries this month. Yay, a lot less than, I mean, I budgeted high, but it was good to be under budget. Restaurants, I went out a lot this month and I didn't really hold back. I wasn't like, oh, I'm just gonna have like one thing. I was like, you know what, this is great. Let's keep this track going. Like, I love me a meal. Yes, I went to Brew Hall. I went to, that was before the hockey. It was like Korean Mexican food that was so yum. Goo was a Japanese fusion. Maria's Taverna is a Greek place with Grace. Went to Brew Hall again, craft with Kurita cut, a burger, and then I had some Korean barbecue with Grace and Orla, which was so yum. So yeah, I spent double than what I budgeted, but that's okay. I wouldn't change it for the world. I do love eating out. And it's such a social thing, and if the weather's bad, like what else are you gonna do? Cafes and takeaway, I'm sorry to say, I mean, I'm under budget, but your gal had McDonald's twice, and that's, you know, no shame. Like, we love McDonald's after a night out, and you're dancing, and I don't count calories, nothing like that. I'm not a diet queen by any means, but it does make me feel gross after it. But you know what? More high-end ways for takeaway, but it was McDonald's this month, and 2 different coffee dates, which we love. Fun money / house stuff, $563. Why it's that expensive is because I bought, oh my gosh, okay. I bought hockey tickets, randomly bought a cap at the Go Canucks, lip wax, I put that under fun money. It's really fun, I don't know where else to put it. And then I bought a wildlife tour for mum, dad and I, which was, I think, a really good deal in Jasper. And then Prince of Wales, like a whale watching ticket. I'd already bought mum and dad a ticket years ago as a Christmas present because they were supposed to come in 2020 to visit me. And one ticket to go whale watching is like the same pretty much as 3 of us to go on a wildlife tour in Jasper. Like, how does that make sense? Whatever. But anyway, that's where that money came from, and it is what it is. So that's for this month, for May, but I bought it in April, so that's annoying. But anyway, pet care, oh, just under budget. So I spent $59.66 on little Flo with pet food, and I got her an ear cleaner because she's scratching her ears so much because this place is really dusty and the heating, and it's a whole thing. Let's go down, drugstore. I don't know what I bought from London Drugs, but I needed to put it somewhere. I have no idea what that was. And then finally my credit card, it was $2,117, and I pay that the beginning of every month pretty much. Like, when I'll get paid this week, and when I get that pay, I'll pay off my credit card. Okay, so let's go into May. As I said, I don't really have a May budget as such because I'm going to be spending quite frivolous, oh my gosh, I'm going to be spending quite frivolous. Am I okay? Frivolously. Why is that so hard? I don't know. I feel like I'm slouching, so I'm gonna lift up my laptop so you guys just don't see me all hunched over. So I did my taxes and I'm getting some money back from the government we love. So I'm gonna be making, supposedly, according to what I've planned, around $6,000. If that was how if I got $6 grand every month, guys, I would be rich. I would be so happy. I mean, I'm happy, like, you know what I mean? But like, wow, that would be nice. So this is a random, I haven't received it yet, but I'm getting that back from doing my taxes. So do your taxes, guys. You can get money back, woohoo. So I've guesstimated that I'm gonna get $1,700 for each paycheck. I don't really know, but that's that. I put, you know, rent the same. I already have coins for laundry, so I didn't do $9.50. Streaming has gone up $1 or $2, so that's that. Phone is always the same. I ended up getting a monthly pass for like the Compass card. Even though I'm gonna be with my parents, we're having a hire car most of the month. I just think there's gonna be times like I'm going to the airport, and if I'm busing to meet them somewhere, may as well just get a monthly. It saves money overall, and I just can't be bothered like topping up all the time. Groceries, I said 200 because I don't think I'll be eating in as much as eating out. Restaurants, I put 500. Cafe's takeaway I did 100, but I might change that actually. I'll make that 200. Fun money house stuff, 200. Again, have no idea what that will include, but probably tickets to things, or like we want to do the Sea to Sky gondola, that would probably go in that section. Pet care, I just did 60. Flo will probably need litter, and I'd maybe make the most of having a car. When my parents are here, I'll buy that litter so I don't have to, I had it on the bus. There's 15 kilos, which is like 30 pounds of cat litter, and I was holding it like a baby, carrying it on the bus with me. It was so embarrassing. Okay, well for credit card, I think it's gonna be just under 3 grand. I can't remember off the top of my head, but I'll pay my credit card off at the end of this week and also pay the $100 back to the old government. I've probably got 2 more payments to go until I've finished paying off that $2,000 that they gave me all the way back in COVID times. So that is my May budget. Again, it's not the norm. It's not something that will be translated into June. June will be a lot less adventure. As much as I wish I could travel all the time, it's not reality, and I'll be back to working at the clinic and everything like that as of, well, the last week of May I'm back at work. So yeah, I think that's everything. Oh, she is sunny. I'm really sorry about the lighting changes throughout this whole video, but that is it. Thank you for sticking around to the end. If you made it this far, you are the real MVP. I appreciate you. I love you. Thank you. If you have any feedback for me, if you would like me to add any elements to the reset that you see in other people's, like favorites and book recommendations and things like that, let me know. I can try my best to accommodate. I really don't online shop or really spice up my life that much throughout the month, but I always have something to say, and I love music. I could give you a music recommendation. Oh my gosh, this lighting, I'm so sorry. Let me just change her up. I'm just gonna hide in the corner until the sun goes behind the cloud, which it's not doing. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. It means so much to me. Please leave a comment, give this video a thumbs up, and subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you all in my next video. Bye.
Forget your feelings, show me you want it. You've been a fan, ain't no more talking. Need you to back it